Well, let's see what happens.
Utilize that jab, and he starts off with a jab. Comes with a left. And he worked it right off the jab. Round number 4 scheduled for 8, Farmer and Echevarria.
Interesting battle. It's been a seesaw fight so far. Who's going to take ownership of this fight, Rich?
Yet to be seen. Early stages, round number 4.
Well, Tevin Farmer still dominating the action so far in the 4th round after dominating the very end of round number 3 in such dominating fashion that you had to give him the round.
He's been able to bridge the 3rd round into the early stages of round number 4, and right now, looking very good in this round, dictating the pace of the fight too, slipping and utilizing that jab, and he's countering too. Anytime Echevarria starts to throw, Farmer's going to counter.
That happened before. Oh, now
good. Well, he got caught right there.
And Echevarria turned the fight around in the 2nd round.
Oh, good right by Farmer, but you saw him lean in a little bit too, duck down. Echevarria caught him. Farmer with a good counter right, scored. Good left, comes back upstairs with a right. Echevarria trying to utilize that jab. Sometimes that jab, your best defense.
Absolutely, and it sets up your offense. Again, the momentum has shifted clearly to Farmer, but Echevarria has shown the capability of starting to unleash his punches.
Round number 2, we started to see a lot more aggression and a lot more activity from Echevarria. He saw something there, went away from it late stages round number 3, and as you brilliantly pointed out, and you're dead on accurate, Tevin Farmer is now, the momentum of the fight has swung back into Farmer's favor.
I don't think we've seen the last shift in momentum.
No. And it's an 8-rounder too.
Yes.
The ebb and flow of one bout. Farmer snaps that right to no prevail. You know, nothing on that punch, but he's been able to really do some just good work with that left too. As he leads with that right, he's able to come with that left as we just saw.
I'm not in love with the way Echevarria is looking right now. He threw a kind of a desperate straight left hand, and it looked like a tired straight left hand. He may need a second wind. I would not have expected that.
And that jab is just certainly set up just to prevent Farmer from getting inside. I mean, we'll see it sometimes. We will just see a boxer just keep that arm straight out there. That's a telltale, I believe, too. That's a red flag that he is a little tired.
Well, he's going to need to get a second wind here. Farmer, in some of his earlier fights, showed a tendency to get tired late in the fights, but I hadn't seen that in the last 5-6 fights of Farmer. He comes in shape.
Ebb and flow of a bout. We've seen it so many times. You've seen it in 4-rounders, you've seen it in regional titles, and we've seen on the world stage in some major titles throughout the years. The ebb and flow of a fight as we take a look at Echevarria's corner. Very good action in round number 4, Ron.
Yep. Well, let's just see where we come with that. Good right uppercut thrown and good right hook. Right hook thrown by Echevarria. Those are good punches. We're seeing Echevarria. I don't think he dominated that round, but he dominated that replay.
And conversely, you saw Tevin Farmer counter. Honestly, I gave that round to Tevin Farmer.
As did I.
So what we have here, folks, is 4 rounds in the book, scheduled for 8, getting set for round number 5, where now all of a sudden Tevin Farmer, who was not in trouble, not at all, but from a scoring standpoint, you can say down a round has really taken control of this fight.
Yeah, no doubt.
If you're Echevarria, I do think you go back to what works, and really, I hate to say it, Ron, to do it against a talent like Tevin Farmer, but Echevarria's going to have to let his hands go.
Exactly.
And he's going to have to take some chances.
Exactly right. And when he did that in round number 2, he actually took control.
If he would have done anything like that in round number 3 and number 4, then I'd say, you know what, this is going to go 8 rounds. I think he's going to have an opportunity to steal this fight. I need to see that in round number 5 because it's an 8-round fight, but we'll call them around number 5, number 6, the danger rounds of this 8-rounder.
By the way, Echevarria has started out more aggressively. He hasn't landed anything, but he's letting his hands go, and he has to do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if his corner said, you're going to have to be a little aggressive.
I had to. Yeah, we didn't hear that. But
you've taken his best punch, now start to throw some. And again, Tevin Farmer comes in with a 14-4 and 1 mark, 3 knockouts, 23 years of age. Both these young men are southpaws. Good combination by Tevin Farmer wearing the leopard skin trunks. Noel Echevarria, 11-1 mark with 6 knockouts, from Puerto Rico, resides in Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
And still Tevin Farmer taking the play away from Echevarria. So let's just see if Echevarria can unleash his hands and actually start doing some good work, because he's certainly capable of it. He needs to come in behind his jab, though.
One thing I haven't seen from Tevin Farmer since round number 3, he hasn't followed up with that jab. He hasn't followed up with that left. He's content with just throwing that, well, there's the combination right there, right on cue. He was just content with just slipping.
This is not Tevin Farmer's greatest performance, by the way. It's not the greatest performance for either of these guys. I think they're both nullifying each other to some degree.
We'll see if Steve Smoger saw the mouthpiece once again. That's twice now, and I would imagine that came out of Echevarria's mouth. Yep. So this is round number 5. It's scheduled for 6. They'll probably make an adjustment here, give him another mouthpiece. Round number 5 scheduled for 8.
So we got a long way to go.
We do. Both boxers come in very good shape. Well, there's your counter right there by Tevin Farmer. Echevarria misses with a right. Again, tries to snap that jab, does Echevarria.
Nice right, that short right hook by Tevin Farmer.
Yeah, Farmer's really starting to measure him up a little bit. I would like to see Tevin Farmer go back to popping that jab a little bit. Well, he's doubled up on the jab. Oh, good cross. He does have very fast hands.
Farmer with that very quick right hook, which his corner had told him that he needed to use more of. But I'd like to see him jabbing more. Neither one of these guys jab very much anymore.
5 in the books.